Okay, so let's talk about news article writing and how to make sure your copy isn't boring. The main objective of the news article is to rank well on Google, and while the headline is the most important component, the content itself plays a big role too. Think about what Google is for a moment. People are looking for relevant information to search queries as quickly as possible. You need to provide value and fast. Let's take a look at how we can do that while keeping the writing exciting and engaging. Answer the 5 W's quickly. That's who, what, when, where, and why. These might not all apply to your topic or service, but if any of them do, then hit them fast. A good way to think about this is through the inverted pyramid technique. You see this a lot in journalism. The idea is that you want to pack the most important information in at the top of an article, because people will often click away. Use natural language. Online readers like to skim, and anything unnatural will cause them to stop in their tracks. Avoid cliches. These are a quick way for the reader to lose interest. State clear solutions to problems. Use quotes that make sense and bring in new information. Find statistics to back up your claims, but make sure they're relevant to what you're actually writing about. Keep the paragraphs short. Around 2 or 3 sentences is ideal. Anything more can seem like a wall of text and be visually off-putting. Remember, the average reading age in the US and the UK is around 12 years old. So just like you want to keep your paragraphs short, it pays to write short sentences too. If you want to get a good feel for this, you can read online news sites like the BBC or your favourite newspaper. Let's check out some examples to see these tips and tricks in action. Okay, so here's an example of some good copy. Note the quick tackling of the W's here, plus the benefits of the event in question. Compare that to this copy where it doesn't actually say much at all. It's just a string of cliches with not much value for the reader provided. And here you can note the positive, enthusiastic language. It's still clearly within the confines of a news article, but the content is made relevant and it focuses on larger social dynamics. And here we have some content that isn't quite as effective. You can see it's very waffly. It uses quite generic imagery and is very slow to get to the point, so you're likely to lose the reader quite quickly with this. And here's an example of a quote which is quite effective because it gets across a lot of key selling points quickly, while still sounding quite formal. Compare that to this quote here, where you can see it's immediately very waffly, quite long, and it takes quite a long time to get to the point where you are actually adding value for the reader. Most of the quote is just unnecessary fluff. When you're writing, it's tempting to make everything about you, but remember to put the reader first. Hopefully some of these tips can help.